What's going on, everyone? And welcome to the very first episode of the Hobby Report. If you're into sports cards, this channel is going to be a weekly breakdown of everything happening in the hobby. The biggest releases, crazy pulls, market trends, and the stories collectors should actually be paying attention to. The sports card world moves fast right now. New products are dropping constantly, cards are selling for crazy prices, and the entire industry is going through some pretty massive changes. So each week, we're going to break down the biggest stories in the hobby so you can stay up to date on what's happening. Let's start with the biggest thing going on right now. The biggest product in the hobby right now is Topps Series 1 Baseball 2026. This release kicks off the baseball season every year around this time, late February, early March, and it's always one of the most important releases in the hobby across all sports. This year is even more important though, because Topps is celebrating its 75th year anniversary. Because of that, they've added a bunch of special inserts, throwback style cards inspired by their classic Topps designs, as well as a new box designed completely to the 75th year anniversary. And here's the crazy part. Topps inserted redemption cards, allowing collectors to pull actual vintage cards from older sets. This includes a real 1952 Mickey Mantle. Yes, the 1952 Mickey Mantle, one of the most iconic sports cards of all time. This means that somewhere out there right now, someone could open a modern pack of 2026 Series 1 baseball cards and suddenly be holding a vintage Mickey Mantle worth millions. That's the kind of chaos that makes this hobby so fun. And people are already pulling some crazy cards out of this set. Collectors have posted huge hits online, one-of-one hits of Jacob Misiorowski, other one-of-one rookie autos, Bobby Witts, rare inserts, a massive Shohei Ohtani card that's selling for tens of thousands of dollars already. Every time a big product drops like this, breakers start opening cases, collectors start chasing the big rookies, and social media fills up with insane pulls. That chaos is honestly one of the most addictive part of the hobbies, in my opinion. Because every time you open a pack, there's always the possibility that the next pack or the next card could be the big one. Now let's talk about something else huge happening behind the scenes in the sports card world. Let's shift gears to football. The Panini era of NFL cards is about to come to an end. Panini's exclusive license to produce NFL trading cards ends March 31st of this year. That's only in 26 days. After that, Fanatics will fully take over producing licensed NFL cards, meaning that Topps will be producing them. This is a massive shift for the hobby. Fanatics already owns Topps, as I just said, which they make MLB cards, and this year started making NBA cards. So they've steadily been expanding their control over the entire trading card history, having a vast monopoly over all sports. Within the next few years, we're going to see Fanatics producing MLB cards, NFL cards, NBA cards, Premier League, and everything else in between. That kind of consolidation could completely reshape the hobby. Some collectors think that this could lead to a better product design and more innovations. Others worry that less competition could hurt the hobby long term. Either way, it's one of the biggest industry changes that we've seen in decades. Now, if you're thinking about opening something soon, there are some interesting releases coming up. Collectors are already looking ahead to products like Topps Heritage Baseball, Bowman's Best Baseball, and even Upper Deck Series 2 Hockey. Topps Heritage is super popular because it recreates classic vintage card designs from older Topps sets and reincorporates them into new modern boxes. A lot of collectors love this retro feel. Bowman's Best is also interesting because it focuses on the top prospects, which means you're often pulling cards of players before they become stars. In other words, you're betting on the future. And collectors love to do that. One big trend that continues to dominate the hobby right now is scarcity. Base cards are everywhere, but collectors are chasing numbered parallels more than ever. Numbered cards to 25, 10, 5, or especially one-of-ones are where most of the excitement and value is. In the sports card world, rarity and scarcity drives everything. And that's going to wrap up the very first episode of the Hobby Report. Each week, we'll break down the biggest sports card releases, the biggest pulls, and the biggest stories shaping the hobby. If you're into sports cards and want to stay updated on everything happening in the hobby, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Make sure to also leave a like, a comment, and turn the notifications bell on. And let me know in the comments what the best card you've pulled recently is and what you think about new news. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.